Welcome to Shelf Indulgence, the perfect place for book lovers who can't resist adding just one more book to their overflowing bookshelves. Join us as we dive into unforgettable stories, underrated reads, and all the bookish indulgences your heart desires. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's talk books. Hi everyone. Welcome to Shelf Indulgence, where we indulge in all things books, reading, and literary obsessions. I'm Asya, and here with me, Alan.
Hello, everyone.
So, Alan, tell us, what do we have today?
Okay, so today we are doing sci-fi today. We have a book titled Sea of Rust by C. Robert Cargill. Sea of Rust. So Cargill is an American novelist, is a screenwriter, is a podcaster, and before he began writing, he used to be a film critic, right? Best known for blending horror, science fiction, fantasy, dark humor, and so on. So he used to be a film critic before he started writing, and he gained attention under his film critic name was Massa Wim, right? And that's where he gained acclaim writing for movie sites before then moving into fiction. He is also known for collaborating with the director Scott Derrickson on horror films like Sinister and also Doctor Strange. So he's a big shot apparently. Some of his books are Dreams and Shadows. Apart from Sea of Rust, there is also Day Zero, which is a prequel to Sea of Rust. It was written after Sea of Rust, right? But it's a prequel to Sea of Rust. Then we also have Queen of the Dark Things, which is a sequel to Dreams and Shadows. So those are just some of the popular books he is known for.
Okay, thank
That's
you. Thank you
yeah.
so much. I haven't read any of his books before, to be honest, but even seeing how Sea of Frost is, I may already predict that it would be something similar. I finding this book kind of movie-like, road
Mm,
movie, and a group
yeah.
of people, even if they aren't people, doesn't matter. They're still going somewhere, doing like for something, stuff like that. Okay, thank you. Do you have something else to add?
Um So I think the only thing I wanted to add was I also have not read his books, but I may be thinking of, reading the prequel to this Sea of Rust, because I think people have said it's interesting. So I'll probably check it out as well. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's move on. Next part is where we summarize the book in 15 seconds.
Yes. Let me start.
Okay. Okay. One, two, go.
A group of robots go on a journey to try to save their world from being conquered by the evil warlord. Yeah, that's what the book is
Stop.
about.
Yeah, that's this was like
Yeah, I got
short
it.
and clear. I don't know. I
I
don't
already
have.
won. Just give up. Just give up. I
I'm
already
thinking
won.
about giving out because like there is nothing to to add, nothing to like remove, and this is what the book
Okay,
about. Okay,
we
I'm
just
giving
give
up
it a
this
try.
time.
Give it a try.
No, I'm
Oh,
giving.
okay.
This is the only time when I'm going to allow you to
Give up.
win. To
Oh,
win.
thank you, Your Highness. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
So let's go into the next section, which is the book overview. So Asya, can you please tell us more about the book?
Okay, yeah, sure, sure. Especially if I didn't do 15 minutes spot, so it's time to just to talk about the book a bit more. So the book was released in 2017. Basically, it's about the huge, like great adventure. It's a great adventure story about robots. So as far as we know, at the beginning, there was there are no people anymore in the world, only different type of robots, and the story follows a group of robots or a few robots that were going to the secret place to for something. So the mission isn't known yet, and basically they are following Rebecca. She has guardians. They didn't have names, just one, two, and one more guy called Herbert. At the beginning, they hired the robot named 19, but as the story goes, they lost her, and then they hired two more. It was Brittle and Mercer, but basically the POV character is Brittle, and she's a all of them, most of them are poachers. So to survive in this world, they have to remove parts of particular type of robot to get it for themselves or to sell it. It depends. So one of the conflicts in the book is between Britton and Mercer because they are same kind of robots. They are caregivers and they basically hunting one another to get the parts they need to survive. So I think this is it for now. Do you have something to add?
Yeah, I think the only thing I will add more, I would build more on is the book began with Mercer and Brittle, having a confrontation because Mercer had issues, and to solve his issue, he needed Brittle. And so he went to attack Brittle, and as a result of the attack, she also needed some things, and they had to become okay. They were enemies, obviously, from the beginning, but they had to find a way to work together to, achieve things more than their own personal needs. So yeah, I think that's the only thing I wanted to add.
Yes, that's true. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be going into the next section, which is a speed round where we talk about the best and the worst of everything. Let me start with my best character. I'm gonna give it Brittle. Like you said, the book is from her point of view, and she's she doesn't like trouble. She doesn't like problems. She just wants to do her thing and live her life. Um, and even when she's poaching, she poaches in in as best a humanly way as possible. Um, so I just like her because she's straightforward. She's badass as well, right? She's badass, and even though she has this sense of self-preservation, like she wants to obviously preserve herself, but she also cares about the greater good. And there was a twist at the end, right? There was a twist towards the end, which I'm not going to mention, but it also, goes to show that she was selfless, right? She was actually selfless at the end. So yeah, I like her. She's the main character of the story. I don't think I have anything bad to say about her. What about you?
Yeah, I tend to pick Brittle as well, but I just wanted to mention one more character. I've mentioned it already. It's 19. It's a similar kind of robots, like the kind so all the robots served people before. So Brittle was caregiver, and 19 was like a partner or something, right? Partner robot. But I found it quite interesting how I mean, 19, so it's she, female robot, how she tried to use, like they were built differently. She was built the way to be able to make a bond or make a connection with people, like emotional bond, right? And it was interesting how she still tried to use this during the communication with other robots, like just use her power, kind of power with
Hmm.
other robots. And okay, it leads me to my hot take in the popular opinion, but I'm not gonna, so I'll talk about it later. So yeah, it wasn't too developed character though, right? But so maybe Brittle is still the one that I should pick as my best one. Okay, let's move on and talk about our worst characters.
Yes, so there's a character named CISSUS. Sorry, CISSUS. There's a character named CISSUS. And in the book, it is like this warlord, conqueror who was controlling most of the robots in that world, and its aim was to be like the overall conqueror of all the robots in that world and not any other universe that exists. So, of course, it was going from colony to colony, basically trying to colonize all the robots that still had their independence and that still had their self-will. So it's trying to colonize all of them and like immerse them into itself. Right. That was its aim, to be the all-powerful, the god, quote unquote, right, of the whole robotic world. And that's just like, I don't know. I don't know what could be worse than that, right? So like
Mhm.
that's basically why it is the worst character. And I mean, you'll find out at the end if it succeeded or not. But yeah, it is very terrible character.
Yeah,
What
it's
about
like
you?
a great evil in
Yeah.
the book, and um, as I tried to think, just who else could be a worse character? There wasn't like just Sisus is just like pure evil, and at least at the like in the reality in the time where the main plot was going, and
Mm,
there's you can't really pick someone like there wasn't really a bad guy you can pick. You may even Mercer, who actually tried to kill Brittle at the beginning,
yeah,
like he had his own reason to do so. He was
yeah,
basically fighting for his life, and
yeah.
so yeah, I think I'm gonna join you here as well.
Okay, thank you for joining. What would be your favorite scene?
Okay. My favorite scene is has to do with Brittle's past, right? It's because as we read the book, we meet lots of things where Brittle thought about her life with people.
Mm,
Basically, she was a caregiver for a, I don't know if she was young, just a lady. So she was bought as a companion for a rich guy's wife, right? And this lady was kind of nice. She treated her quite well. and she was bought as a companion to just to spend time to help her, to spend time with her, just to be like a friend. And it's basically how this lady treated her. It was very, I just like those scenes because they were mostly like doing something together. Brittle was reading books for her aloud, like sitting just staring at the sunset, just like cozy, nice things. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say how this little story ended because it's not a nice ending, but I was just picking these scenes where Brittle spent time with her human friends, let's say. What about you? Do you
Okay.
have?
Yes, I do. I do. So, mine is, towards the end. There was the grand, like the final battle between this gang of robots, like what would I call them? Rogue robots, I think, and the warlord, the CISSUS, right? And it was looking like the battle was gonna be lost, right? Everybody was dying, all like you get the normal scene. Everybody was dying. It seems like all hope was lost. And then I wasn't expecting this, right? So on their journey, they met a group of, again, rogue robots. Remember I said, CISSUS was going from colony to colony, trying to colonize, the robots. So there was this particular colony made up of, I would say, crazy, just absolutely crazy robots. And they had a leader who was called the Cheshire King, right? And what he liked to do was to take out, I don't know what to call it, but there is this particular um thing in each of the robots that once that thing is disconnected, like you become crazy, basically, you become crazy. So he feels like that is the only way to achieve your true purpose if that thing is not part of you anymore, right? Because he also doesn't have it anymore. So anyway, they encountered Brittle and her team. Something happened, and then Brittle and her team escaped. And the way they escaped, it seems like they were going to be enemies forever. Cheshire King and Brittle's team, like they were going to be enemies forever. Funny enough, towards the end, when it seemed like God hope was lost, the Cheshire King and his gang of crazy robots just appeared out of nowhere and helped save the day. And it sounds kind of cliched, obviously, like, oh, everything is going bad, things are going all right, and then suddenly something comes up. Yes, that is cliched, but I wasn't expecting that it would be him because of the way things ended. So I liked it. I liked it. I felt flowery feelings in my tummy, when I saw them comment. So I like that scene.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on then and talk about most ridiculous moments.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me start.
okay,
Um, so basically for me, it was the book is about robots, right? But I was having this cognitive dissonance in trying to feel for them because, excuse
mhm.
me, you guys are not living things. You are robots, you are AI. So why are you trying to make me feel sorry for you? Like, what's going on? What's this internal battle going on inside of me, right? So for me, that was just it was ridiculous. Like, I mean, I guess I would, in all modesty, say maybe it's because I'm a very good person. That's why I'm feeling this way for. It shows that I'm not a evil person, right? It shows that I'm not an evil person. That I'm feeling this way for robots. But there was a lot of humanizing, having to see
I
robots
think
as
so,
actual,
sorry for interrupting,
yeah.
but I think you're saying it as your already unpopular opinion because
No,
t
that's not my popular opinion. It's
it's
different.
okay. So what's the moment itself? Like what's the
There's no
moment? Okay.
particular moment. It's
So
just the
that's
way the
what
book made
I'm
me feel.
talking about. It's most particular, or sorry, most ridiculous moment. It's about the moment in the book, not
Oh, there were
like
several moments in the book, obviously. Okay,
okay.
so
So
several
mention.
several moments that spurred those feelings. So, for instance, the moment where, so in the beginning, before the revolution began, the group of I would say extremist evangelicals killed um, a group of robots that were gathered to celebrate their independence, quote and unquote. And a group of evangelicals, extremist evangelicals, just killed all the robots. And I mean, I had to feel sad, right? I had to feel sad, even though they have no soul, they are robots, they are AI, right? So, yeah, so moments like that, just created this kind of dissonance in my mind. Like, why should I be feeling sorry for for things
Okay.
that are not, alive? Yeah. Thank you. So what about yours?
Okay, it's a bit similar, but not really the same. The thing I wanted to mention here, it's about those mad robots because like AI or robots always seem to me as something very logical, like something that okay they can glitch right or something, but it's. It was weird for me to see this like they're not just like mad robots. Why they're mad? They are mad not because they okay there was a concept right that the main guy was it Cheshire, yeah, Cheshire King. I think he created this
Mm-hmm.
idea that once they something in their brain or mostly in their brain stops working properly, so they need to so they began to glitch, but after that they are like becoming, I don't know, change their brains the way so they becoming something else. I don't know what's even to use as an
Yeah.
analogy. So it's like it. This is like how, like how is it possible? Maybe it's possible somehow. Maybe it's this kind of sci-fi. You can't really, explain how it's possible. By the way, there weren't lots of technical things. Like there were, but not much technical things in the book, so I can still just perceive it easily, more or less easy. But this concept, like going through the something and that changes your nature and you become something else. This is like for robots. I mean, for robots, of course, this was really weird. And speaking of the scenes, we saw few scenes like that when Cheshire King tried to change something in Bristol, I think in Bristol first, or in Mercer. So he tried to start the process of changing those robots. So
Mm.
yeah, I was surprised to see a concept like that for robots. Going to the next section, hot takes and unpopular opinions. Alan, have you got any unpopular opinion about the book?
Yes, I have. Um, and I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy theorist or anything, but looking at the book, the way the book was written in 2017, right? That's like 9 years ago, right? And everything that the writer predicted in the book, using up until when the robots and AI overtook the world, is like exactly what is happening in the real world, you know?
What? What's happening in the real
Yes.
world? How? It
So
isn't
like
happening.
how wait. So I said from the invention of AI as it was described in the book, right? Invention of AI, how it's progressed, how things developed up until the point where the AI overtook,
Hmm.
right? So I'm not saying we have gotten to that point yet, but all the stages that were described in the book. So, for instance, developing AI taking over jobs, taking over some things like people needing AI for this. That's where we are right now. Are you disagreeing? That's where we are right
So
now. We
far,
are
so
using AI
far,
for
yes, we're
that
using
is
AI
exactly.
for do some
So that
things,
is what I mean. That's just what I mean. Like
but so
we've
far it isn't taking anything. So far,
so
only
in the
some
book too, in the book
professions,
too, there was
wait,
a
some
time.
professions
Okay.
are changing right now, like just the way people work. But so far, we don't see any robot that has taken the job completely
I
so far.
agree. I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the book has shown us, hey, this is where you're getting to.
Okay,
This is
thank
where
you.
you're getting to.
Thank you so
So be warned. So yeah, that's just what I mean. That's
Okay,
just my
I get, I
weird
get.
take. Yeah. What about you?
Okay, about me, I think it's the point why robots aren't going to think anything. At least the way it was described in the book, let's say, right, in
Yeah.
reality of the book,
Yeah.
because the way they were described, they acted just like human beings. They had their own like feelings. They, I don't know, tried to build some kind of society or like colonies, like different, like they were so different. Maybe it's because like from no still doesn't work. I don't know, they were different, they were different kinds, but people defined what kinds of robot it would be, whether it's care giver, whether it's something that helps build things, or like I don't know, different kinds, but they still were like had their own personalities, right? And this
Yes.
maybe because of that, it seemed like the whole book was about people, not about robots. Because all these, social things they were doing, it's basically what people do, right? Trying to be friends or fighting or I don't know, having some missions and going for it, even some kind of religious things, different concepts of like what's gonna happen with us when we die, right? Like all these things,
Yeah.
it's all concepts that people think about or have been thinking about for ages, right? So this is yeah. So my take here is just like this. In the first place, this book is about people, not about robots.
Okay. All right. So we'll be moving into the next section, which is share for sale. Asya, please tell us what are you feeling like? A shelf for yourself.
For me, it's definitely shelf, right? Because I think
Oh,
it's not a simple story. It's not a like one-time read. It's kind of like it's a surprising scene. It has a lot of things in it, a lot of ideas and concepts. So it's something I would like to maybe revisit even and have on my shelf. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. It's definitely worth owning and revisiting. I'm giving it a shelf as well. I agree that it's not a simple story, right? And there are a lot of twists in the book. Like starting up the book, you wouldn't know that this is how the book is gonna go, and a lot of interesting characters in there as well. So yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Okay,
Okay, let's move on to giving an actual rating. I personally going to give it 4 stars. By the way,
wow.
the full rating description you would find in the episode description. But in our rating system, it means prime shelf real estate. So basically, it means we're gonna keep it somewhere close and like stare at it. Not all the time, but so having it somewhere close. But like, okay, why it's 4 books? I wouldn't give it 5. I think because it wasn't a crucial thing, but thing I didn't like really. It's very close to this blockbusters movie when badass robots or people going somewhere, I don't know, to conquer something. So it's very close to it, but it's not that. It's like only at first sight, but it's not really. It has a lot behind it. Maybe only because of that. It's not my favorite kind of story, but I think it's still quite strong. What do you think? What is it for you?
For me, it's going to be a 3 star, right? It's going to be a 3 star. I'm having issues with these 3 stars because, like we discussed before, it means two things, right? I can totally understand you giving it a 4, right? I would have given it that, but it's like not yet, just a little bit, and then I would have given it a 4. So it's a very high 3 star, whatever that means.
Very high,
um,
very high,
which is
very low and very
yes.
high. 2 star. Okay.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm giving it a 3 star.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so with that, we have come to the end of today's episode. Please, guys, check out Sea of Rust by C. Robert Cargill, and let us know what you think about it. You can just give us a comment in the comment section, and we will see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.
That's a wrap for today on Shelf Indulgence. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, let's keep the conversation going. Follow us on Instagram and tell us what you're reading. Until next time, remember, shelf care is self-care.